Welcome to my video, y'all. I go by the name Brother J. I'm gonna keep it frank. I'm gonna keep it straight. I'm gonna keep this as simple as I possibly can. Quite honestly, I just need to get this off my chest. I feel like it needs to be said. I'm not a political theorist. Don't have a PhD. I did not finish college. But I don't think that I need to. I don't think that you need a degree to see what is right in front of you and to be able to understand what is right in front of you. And as it relates to racism, as it relates to white supremacy, as it relates to white power, and as it relates to my black ass, quite honestly, I think that there is a very simple truth that needs to be understood. We want to talk about revelation. Sorry. You want to talk about revolution. We want to talk about fighting the power, fighting the system. We want to talk about mutual aid. We want to talk about reparations. We want to talk about policy making. We want to talk about cultural change. We want to talk about not reinventing the wheel. We want to talk. Yes, I'm talking too. I see the irony in it. But this is a limited series. I'm not going to make a name off of talking about the plight of my people or anything like that. No, I just want to spit it plain to you guys. We want to talk about the future of emancipation and sovereignty and black power and what that means, but it all means nothing if we cannot address the most important truth about all of this. And that truth being, we are going to get nowhere no matter how many books that we read, no matter how many theories, no matter how many books on Marxist theory and whatever you want, no matter how good of a comrade you are, no matter how left you lean, none of that is going to matter, because at the end of the day, white people have shown us time and time again throughout the course of history that you will have to literally go through an all-out war with them in order not to be subjugated or killed. It's that simple. There's no other way around it. You can do everything that you need to do within your community to help build and uplift people. That's beautiful. That's great. Keep doing that. It matters on a day-to-day basis. But in the end game, in the long run, the bigger picture will always stand. Nothing else will matter if we do not address the bully directly. There will be no freedom. There will be no revolution. There will be no change without addressing the conflict. And people are going to be like, oh, well, you're race baiting, you're trying to start a race war or whatever. I don't really care what you call it. If somebody walks on a blacktop, punches you in the eye, and takes your lunch money, what do you call that? You call that a bully, because that's exactly what it is. And most parents, they would teach their kid, yes, if you are harmed, fight back. Defend yourself. And we are being harmed. We have been harmed and we will continue to be harmed. Even if the media is no longer showing it because Joe Biden is in office. We are still being harmed. We are still being subjugated. And it will not end until you face the bully, until you embrace the conflict. It is just a simple truth. And I don't know why we've gotten away from simple truths. why it's controversial to address simple truths. But it is what it is. Name me one time that we, as African Americans at least, have gotten close to truly emancipating ourselves. At what point in United States history have white lawmakers sat down and said, maybe we should stop just creating laws that are going to push black people on the outskirts of society and render them as perpetual second-class citizens for the rest of their existence? Well, maybe we should probably listen to them and consider that they are full human beings and not just two-thirds or our property as we once regarded them. At what point have white people done that? At no point. That's the answer. Because they have no intention on fully acclimating and embracing equity or any kind of change that's going to elevate the society as a whole and elevate black people as a community, as a culture. It's not going to happen. There's no political structure around the world that's going to help black people or poor people for that matter. So, for all of my African Americans, for all my brothers and sisters, for all my people, you guys can continue to have these conversations. You can write your books, you can host your blogs, you can do your podcasts, say whatever you need to say, write whatever you need to write, do whatever you need to do, but keep me out of it. I know where I stand when it comes to this subject. There are people who are willing to die for their beliefs, definitely. And that goes on both ends, black and white. That goes for the black revolutionary just as much as it goes for the white supremacists, because they are willing to die or kill for their beliefs as well. They are, and they have, and they will continue to. So, yes, you guys can continue to talk, but everything that's done in the name of black revolution is just gonna fall short. It's just gonna fall short. Sorry to say it. Anything that is not direct conflict is going to fall short. So do with that information what you will. But I'm just letting you know that's where I stand. Have a good night.